Oh, um, hi everybody. I'm here. I'm here. I'm just grabbing something real quick. I'm here. Don't worry. I'm here. Ow. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hi. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Long time. How's everybody doing with all the lockdown? My wife has not divorced me. My kids have not. They have not started unclaiming me. Is that right? Is that a word? Unclaiming? If it ain't, too bad. I made it. I'm unclaiming. They're not unclaiming me. Yeah. Anyways. Hey. So what's going on? As for me, welcome to the Power Hour, Native Wellness Institute Power Hour. My name is Kasey Nicholson. Hey, Panita na Nisa, what's not get Kasey Nicholson, Hasihina, Ninana Ani, or you could say Nina Ani, Ninana, Epsalaga, Pagani, Arapaho, Cree, Alaska Native. Might as well throw a white, black, Mexican in there. I'm a mutt. It's official. I am a mutt. You know, and that's the cool thing about, us Indians is that we are, well, a lot of us. And you know what? Another thing, there's some people out there that feel like they're mixed or feel like they're full-blooded. And then maybe they are. Maybe they are. Like people maybe in the Navajo country or Dene country. I don't know. Maybe they feel like they are full-blooded, but maybe there was like a Hopi or an Apache or something that got in there, that wiggled their way in there, and maybe their grandma or grandpa said, "Don't tell anyone that your great-great-grandpa was an Apache. I want our bloodline to stay true to the Dene Navajo way." Who knows? Like, a lot of things were, like, withheld to us when we were in the days when we were riding horses and speaking to animals, Like, that's what happened. Things happen when you were least expected, and you might not be full-blooded. Fortunately for me, people told me that what I was, who I was, and I'm sure I'm something else. Who knows? There's a rumor about her family not really being who they are because they say my grandma or some of her family might be a part of a different family. But that could be drunk talk, or that could be hate talk, or that could be fear talk. And who knows? Sorry, I'm just trying to log on to my Facebook page so we can, check this stuff out. Yeah, so I want to make sure everything's going good and I don't cut out. So what else is going on? I want to read some of your guys' comments first before I get started. This is Laughter is Healing Power Hour. So hopefully wherever you guys are at, you guys are laughing with each other and you're enjoying each other's time. Like I stated earlier, my wife has not divorced me and my kids have not unclaimed me, and my dog still licks me in my face. Which I assume that, is how he accepts me, or maybe when he gets really too hungry, he wants to bite and eat me. I don't know, but, that's what happens, I haven't lost my mind yet. I haven't. Everything's okay. Everything's good. There's a couple times where you get bored, though, you just kind of get bored. You don't know what you want to do in life, you're like, what was my mission in life, And this whole COVID, this whole Rona thing has put a stop to a lot of the speaking gigs I do, a lot of the comedy shows I do, and has given me a good chance to reflect and go inside self and figure out what is the path that I'm on really, really good, you know, with all the cute comedy, the stuff I'm doing, all the humor stuff I'm doing. And it's really cool because at the end of the day, you answer yourself, yeah, it is cool, because what you get to do for me, being blessed, why am I doing this? I don't know. Maybe I'm like a flower, I'm budding. I don't know. But maybe for me, when I look at it, you know, going around the country, Canada and US, and different reservations, urban, rural areas, different populations, you know, whites, you know, different mixed comedy crowds, or mixed crowds in the comedy venues, and realizing, you know, you sit back and you're thinking, okay, yeah, comedy is hard. You know, it is. It's really, really hard. Why do I keep doing this? Indians, we like to speak with our hands, you know, like really, really, like, you know, shoot, man, I was just really freaking just telling the story, you know, and sometimes, you know, they were just, you know, freaking just kneading that dough, you know, just look like they're in a martial arts movie. Here, they're just dough, they're just fighting the dough, you know, just, holy, just fighting that dough, and next thing you know, these wicked, fluffy fry bread came out, and I just, ate it so good. Anyways, that's Indians like to talk with their hands. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, comedy. For me, when you go around the country and you realize, thanks, Michael. Hello, Sandy. Oh, thanks. Tell your dog, Sandy. Sandy said, hello from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. My dogs are listening too. Ruff. I don't know. Tell them I said that. I dare you to tell your dogs what I just said in their language. You know, speak fluent mutt. Back to my comedy story. Or not comedy story, but my comedy thing. Looking back as I'm sitting here, you know, being isolated, or being, you know, social distancing, or being away from the normal routine of traveling all over the country, you sit back and you think about it, and you realize, am I really doing the good? Am I doing what I really want to do? I'm trying to get back to my story that I was telling earlier before I got sidetracked. Am I really doing what I'm supposed to be doing? You know, before I was in a job where I was, you know, not as happy as I could have been. I was kind of grinding. I wasn't like, you know, really motivated to get to work. And I was just kind of like, doing the motions, you know, just doing it, you know. And I was just like, man, there's something going on, you know, like you're not doing what you really want to do. And so I ended up, you know, quitting the job and everything. And I ended up going into comedy and speaking full time. At first it was slow. I didn't know if I was good. I didn't know people were going to hire me. I didn't know people was going to pay me. I didn't know I was going to pay my bills. We had a new kid at that time. The lady was, you know, doing her thing, you know, and so like, what am I going to do? You know, like, what am I going to do? Like, and you know, one of the best things, especially with the laughter, that's in combination with laughter is healing, is that praying aspect of it, you know, that energy, I guess you'd say, the energy you put out when you laugh, you know, like, what? You know, like grandmas, grandpas, old smokers, you know, when they laugh, they go, you know, when they do that, you know, that energy you put out, that laughter you put out, you know, just, what? You know, or, or you that time where you just can't breathe and you let everything out. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever scream so loud. You just, I mean, just scream, like go on top of a distant location, or maybe in your pillow or in your own house. I don't know, but you just scream, Maybe you're punching stuff, or you're laughing, you're clapping your hands so hard, you're laughing and you're letting all this energy out, and then because you let all this positive energy out, maybe negative energy got accompanied to it without it, you know, whoo, you know, it came out. And all of a sudden, you intake this thing called life, this breath of life. And then it starts again. You know, you just go again, right? Or maybe you're crying, but you're letting all this out. And it's like really cool, because I think I think laughter is just as powerful, in my opinion, as praying, you know? I mean, you're throwing out good vibes, you know? You're throwing out well wishes, I feel that you're funny, or I feel the situation is funny. This is my coping skill. I laugh, or whatever it may be. It's like laughter and healing is kind of more or less like interwoven together, in my opinion. In addition to other things like a big old braid, right? Like a big old braid, just there's so many fibers within this braid, this big braid. It could be laughter, it could be crying, it could be walking, it could be eating healthy. You get this big braid, and it's just like this, this big braid. I don't know what other word to think of. Back to my story. Sorry. Back to my story. What I am doing as a person, as I sit back here in my isolation, as I get back to my story, am I doing the right thing? And I sit back, and it's such a pleasure and a gift to make people laugh, to make people feel good. Maybe there's a day, maybe their aunties or their cousins or somebody said, hey, just come to the comedy show. You're not doing nothing anyways, You're not doing anything anyways. Just come to the comedy show. This one guy, Kasey Nicholson, they call him Crazy Kasey. You might have seen some of his videos, just come check it out. They say he's funny, but we don't know. So let's go see. And then that person that wasn't feeling too good comes to my comedy show. And if you guys ever come to my comedy show, it's entertaining. Some of it's vulgar, but not nasty vulgar. It could be depending on your upbringing. But in terms of Indian humor, I don't really think it's like nasty. It's vulgar-ish, but it's not nasty. It's like, like sucking hickeys on a woman's neck. I mean, that's true, like it happens. But then you twist it, you twist it a little bit. I met this one girl, and she was plump, or she was fluffy, as Fluffy would say. I had to suck a hickey on her neck. I had to lift up her neck rolls and get in there. And then after I was done, I was like, and there was just lint in my mouth. I was like, where did the lint come from? And her neck rolls was carrying lint. But that's like middle of the show after everything's funny. But anyways, they come to the show, and there they are. They're laughing, and they're enjoying themselves, and they're like, oh my God, I haven't laughed that so much. Or, oh my God, I feel so good, because I wasn't feeling too good, but because I came to the comedy show, and it wasn't my humor. I think it was being around other people that were laughing from that energy that you yourself laughed. Now, when we say laughter is healing, here's a prime example, okay? And I live it. This is what I do. This is what I see. When I go do a comedy show in front of people, and obviously, anyways, when I go, that was dumb. When I go do a comedy show, and it's either at a banquet or in bright lights. Okay, here's an example. There is more of a roar of a laugh when the lights are shut off and the focus is me. Right? The focus is me, and the light is on me, and the room inside of it is dark. Okay? The reason a lot of people do that is, I think, in my opinion, a scientific way or a theory why we comedians like to have the lights turned down is because it's more comfortable for other people to laugh. Now, when you are in a banquet area and you have a round table, right? And you're sitting there, and then you have to turn, and you're looking in front of the person in front of you, looking at everybody else in front of you. They're all kind of facing each other, kind of. Some people are distracted and, not really into the show, or not just really want to be there. But you see that. You see what's going on, how other people are reacting. You're not just focused on the comedian, right? On the entertainer. You're seeing everything else. So your mind is judging. Your mind is like, oh, she's not laughing, or he's not laughing. And, oh man, that was kind of like everybody was holding in their laughs, even though it was a killer joke or it was a killer, routine. You yourself look around and you hold back. You hold back that laughter, even though you think it's funny. You look at everybody else's responses to that joke without instinctively laughing. Now, some of it might not be funny to you, but there are some jokes that are funny, but you don't laugh because you're too worried about what everybody else is thinking or how they're reacting, because the lights are on, because you're sitting in a round table. Now, an optimal comedy show, and I'm saying, as a comedian, a professional comedian, You should be able to go up on stage in front of anybody, anytime, anywhere, and just make them laugh. That's your profession, right? But it's a lot more funnier, or it's a lot more impactful when the lights are down low, or like, just it's darker. And the seats are lined up in a rows, you know what I mean? Where you can only see the other person's back. You see the person's knits in front of you, right? You're like, oh, there's knits in there. Look at her. She has knits. Yuck. Look at that knit. Oh, that's just dandruff, But, Indians like to right away freaking judge, oh, look at she's had knits, are they moving? Yeah, get away, but it's just dandruff. Just dry scalp, Her water might be hard in the area she lives in, But anyways, so you're sitting there, right, in rows. You're sitting in there in rows and you're looking at the comedian. You're not worrying about everybody else. It's dark, it's dim. You can't really see a lot of people, maybe a couple people beside you, in front of you. Maybe you could feel someone breathing hard on the back of your neck. Anybody get shivers just doing that? But anyways, as you're looking at that, now you're just focused on the comedian. The light is on him. It's dark and you're just focused. Now you're not worrying about everything. You're just focused on it. And when he tells a joke, you're able to laugh. And then there's a roar of laugh, which makes you laugh. What makes you feel good and relax. It makes you relax when people laugh. You're just all up 10. And then the comedian says something. And then you're just like, oh, everybody else is laughing. Cool. Whatever works, That's how ideally a comedy show would be, is by rows, like you have to make up some rows, and have the darker and the light on you, because as a comedian, that's all we have. All we have is our body, our voices, our jokes. That's all we have to entertain people. We don't have a drummer. We don't have a guitarist. We don't have a bassist. We don't have a keyboardist. Is that a right word? We don't have a lead singerist, Indians really like to make up their own words, That's a really good bassist, like pants, all Indians always like to say, put your pantses on. Like, why do we add the S's to the end of a S's, I think maybe it's just a part of who we are. Because as Indian people in our languages, we're very descriptive, It's just not pants. You have to add the S to make it plural. Pantses, or it's two legs, not just one leg. So you have to say it's not just pants, it's two legs. So it's pantses, I don't know. Who knows? But that's kind of like, that's what we have to think about in terms of a comedy show, or that's what we have to think about, as comedians, when we go do laughter, we go provide laughter to everybody. That's all we have. Even a hypnotist, that's all he has, So, when entertainers, it's always good to have a stage. It's always good to have lights, and it's always good to just be focused. You're the focus, Sometimes I'll bring out a flute. Do I mind? Oh, I can't reach it. Oh, there. Hey, did you know? Anyways, so that was comedians. Anyways, and sometimes I was gonna go off on another tangent. My mind is not really all over. It's just I think I haven't talked to anybody for 2 weeks. Like online. And that's another thing I was thinking about doing as well. Hold on, wait. Hello, Theta. I'm just going to check out some comments. I know you guys are all like, just keep going. Quit, don't worry. Pleasantly plump, Renee said. Rael LaRay said sick. I don't know what she was saying sick to. Maybe my nose hairs. Let me braid your nose hairs. Jeez. Yuck. Like, why? Why would people? You ever see that? Actually, you ever see that is when you're talking to somebody, women or men, it don't matter. We all have nose hairs. So women, if you think you're exempt from this, and it might be not a crumb on your lip, it might not be, a twitch in your eye, it might not be a mole on your nose, it might not be a pimple on your lip right here somewhere. It might be a freaking nose hair sticking out, and you don't realize it is until you go like this. Then you can feel it, and you're like, I'm so sorry. Do I have a nose hair? I'm just saying. But guys, we sometimes notice that, right? We notice like, oh, that girl has a nose hair. You have a nose hair right there. What's going on? You know, I mean, just it's there, right there. And oh my God. And a lot of people judge that. Like, it's really sick. Like, oh my God, you have a nose hair? That's so gross. It's freaking, it's part of genetics. It's part of who you are. People, okay, maybe maybe you forgot to trim it. Maybe you forgot to wax. I don't know what people do to get rid of their nose hairs. But I mean, maybe some people have really thin nose hairs, but I don't know. But there's a nose hair and we see it. And a lot of guys or people will get sick of like, oh God. But I mean, in my mind, I'm just like, hey, it's a nose hair. Okay, hey, there's a nose hair right there. And people are like, oh, why would you tell her that? I'm like, why would I don't want anybody else to just stare at that nose hair. I'm trying to save her, you know. I'm not trying to save her technically, but from people staring at her or judging her, like I would want somebody to tell me if I had a nose hair sticking out. I would want somebody if I had like an eye booger just chilling there. You know, and you're trying to act cute to a girl. I mean, this is back in my days. I have a wife now. But if you're trying to act too cute to a girl and you have a freaking eye booger, you know, and you're just like, oh, hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? Hey, so what's your name? Where you from? What? Oh, you're from the same res? Really cool, man. What tribe are you, you know? Oh, really? You're, okay, man. Well, I wonder if we're cousins. Who's your family, you know? Man, you're looking real good, you know? You're real good, man. You're real good. What's your name again? Oh, okay. No, we're not related. Well, we kind of might be, you know, fourth cousins. But hey, I'm cool with it, you know, if you're cool with it, you know. And the whole time you're talking, you might have a freaking eye booger. And she's just like, I ain't cool. No, you got an eye booger. You know, it's gross, you know. So tell them you got eye booger. You got a nose hair sticking out. You got freaking saliva building up from talking and being dehydrated. That's another gross thing, right? Is when you're talking and you see someone's mouth foaming up, like right here. You see them foaming up and they're just talking, you know? And it's just white and it started getting more bubbly, you know, just more frothy, you know? Just, you know, just like a big, you know, you're just like, but you don't say anything. Why don't you say anything? You should be saying something, anything. Like here's some water, you know, here, drink some water, you know. Maybe you're throwing them hints. I don't know. Maybe you're throwing them hints and you're just like, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, cool, man. Oh, man. Oh, I had some food stuck here the other day. My mom made some wicked fry bread and oh, sorry, my son's in here. And, but anyways, you got some froth here going on right here, you know, like, oh my gosh. And, like, what's going on? And, like, you're trying to, like, get rid of it, you know, like, you're giving them wicked hints, you know. Sorry, there's people telling me stuff on my phone. I'm like, oh my gosh, people are messaging me. Obviously, those people are not watching this. If they're messaging me, I should message them back and say, get on NWI, right? The website or the Facebook. See, forgot what I was talking about. Go watch the show, Kai. Okay? Sorry. Anyways, or you could come in here too, I guess. He's just gonna be watching me. But I went off on a rant there. Hi from California. You're a funny dude. Thank you, Renee. What else is there? Nadine from Minneapolis. Kai. No. Yazzie. I don't know if that's 7 Yazzie or Yazzie 7. I don't know if that's 2 last names. What's going on there? Enjoy your positive energy and your humor. Thanks, Rael. Using your hands is the elder in you coming through. Hey, Rael, you're just speaking all traditional and holy. I don't know, really. The older I get, do we do this? You know, I just really wicked. I don't know. Sorry. Thanks though, Rael. It's a compliment. I know that. Appreciate that. If you guys want to know, today is our 56th annual Native Wellness Power Hour. You can find all the past sessions in our Facebook page. I'm sure Jillian wrote that, or somebody did, maybe Shailene. Tia, what's up? Tia, Vicky, Renee. Takes a lot of willpower to do what? To what? I lost it. Sorry. I'm losing. Yate from Aztec, New Mexico. That was almost like more northern. Hey, that wasn't even close to Navajo accent. Yate, I can't do it. Sorry. Shirt inside out. Is it really? No, it ain't. Oh, this is. Oh, you're just saying that. I thought you're Ruth. Sorry, I thought you were telling me my shirt is inside out. I'm like, shit. You know, Indians always get defensive when you tell them, hey, your shirt's inside out. Shit, I meant to wear it like this. It's the new style, hey, right? BS. You know, they don't do that. You didn't even know your shirt was inside out. You probably know your undies are inside out because you haven't changed them. Oh, mic drop burn. Anyways, yeah. But that's the thing. What up, Crystal? What up, Zona? What's up? From Yakima. Yes. Yeah. Anyways, those embarrassing moments where you're supposed to tell somebody that you have something is what I was kind of alluding to, where you have, a shirt inside out, or your pants might be backwards. I don't know why your pants would be backwards. Maybe your sweats or your tights. Can women's tights? Can you wear your tights backwards? Like if. I don't know. That's a question. Like, I'm wondering, can women's tights, can you wear your tights backwards and not know it? I don't know. Can you? Like, or it's like changing underwear, reversing it. Like if, it's getting a little dirty on one side, you reverse, but you're turning it around. I don't know. Y'all wear tights and all the time nowadays. And I'm just wondering, like, what if you forgot tights at home? You're struggling, can't find a washing machine or anything, or a sink with soap, and you have to do something, so you wear them backwards, not inside out, backwards, I don't know, to make them feel like they're clean. I don't know. It's just, ew. Anyways, times where your embarrassing moments, after I went off to a little thing there, it's not sick, Jordan. It's a question. It could happen. I don't know. Who knows? Can you wear your tights backwards? Someone said, yeah. What's up, Chada? Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Do you like Gatorade or Powerade? Michael, really? Either don't notice. I'm waiting for them to stop talking. Marie said, I don't know. I'm waiting for them to actually stop talking before I can say anything. Wow. Just say it. Just give them examples. Just do that really quick. And they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, sorry. I had something on my face. You got something on your face too. Like do something weird to distract them. If you want them to quit talking, wear some tights and find out. Really, Marie? I don't think anybody else wants to say that. Oh, wait. No, tights cannot be worn backwards. It's uncomfortable, LOL. Have you tried? Did you, Renee, try that? Did you accidentally wear your leggings or your tights backwards? Because I would figure if your tights are made specifically for your bum, if you have a bum. Indians, a lot of us, some of us, don't have bums. So it's just, so if you just turn around, it'd still be, but some tights are made for like a bum. So it's more curve on the back and a little flatter on the front, right? So if you were to turn them around, it'd be more saggy in the front and really tight on the back, like, I don't know. I don't know. Wore two different shoes. Somebody wore two different shoes accidentally. Luckily, no one was noticed. You wore two different shoes accidentally. Huh. Were they shoes? Like, where you had to lace them? Or were they, like, what are they called? I don't know. Slippers? I don't know. Heels? Flats. Were they flats? If the front matches the back, you might not notice. As a comedian, I could say so much about that right now, Real, but I'm not going. This is Native Wellness Institute. It's not a comedy show, and I'm not going to go there. But I want to. Was your comment you just said? I'm not going to go there. I put them on accidentally. Hey, you didn't put them on accidentally. You purposely put them on backwards to see if they would feel any different, or you didn't have any other sweats and you wanted to see if they felt cleaner or not. Don't try to lie, Renee. Back to our definitely flats. I don't know if I'd ever wear. I made a video once where there was a flat. I had flats. Not flats. I had tights on. And I was making a video, and it was a girl wearing tights, but they were red like running tights, and they were uncomfortable for me. They were uncomfortable. I couldn't wear them all day. Like I feel so vulnerable, Like I feel so vulnerable wearing tights. Like if I wore tights as a man. Because hopefully you guys ain't sexist where men ain't supposed to wear tights. We can wear tights if we want. Heck yeah, we can. We probably make them look good. Holy, look at that tailbone wag, because we have no bum. A lot of us don't have bum. I think I have a bum. It's getting saggier as I get older. But I'm just saying, hey, it happens. That's what we do. We lose the firmness in our body and it doesn't, it's not up as much, Anyways, but men could wear tights if we wanted to wear tights. It'd be weird, but we could. And we could pull it off, I bet you. So if we all started wearing tights, I see a lot of men wearing tights when they run or work out, and there's usually shorts over them. But we can wear tights out in public like the women if we wanted to. Don't judge us. We can if we want. Heck, we'd probably wickedly wear them. Freaking wicked. The one thing too? I bet you anything, those men that wear their pants like right down by their knees, it's not sag anymore back in the 90s, they're like tight pants now. They're skinny pants and they're sagging their skinny pants now. And I bet you men would probably sag tights, I'll be like, why are you saying tights? Why would you? But I guarantee you, there was a fashion trend where men start wearing leggings or tights. I don't think they would, but because it's morely women that wear it. But you never know. This is the thing. I saw women wearing skinny jeans before men. Then all of a sudden, the men started wearing skinny jeans because it became a fashion trend. So if there's a popular, or as Indians say, if there's a popular Pacific star that wears tights for a fashion trend, I bet all the men would start wearing tights. I bet you anything. I guarantee, like if there was a popular, like Jason Momoa, I know all the women would love that, but if Jason Momoa, The Rock, Kevin Hart, I mean, they just whoever, Martin Sensmeyer, somebody, out there, Adam Beach, I don't know. One of them guys, influential guys, people, started wearing tights and started making a fashion trend. I guarantee you the men would hop on that wagon and they would start wearing tights. That's a theory. But it's a pretty gosh darn theory, right? If you are into sports, football, and baseball, they wear tights. Well, yeah. I mean, when I was a baseball player, we wore tights. Like nowadays, they're saggier. These tights, I think, are saggier than the tights or the pants we wore when I was playing baseball. Like, I felt kind of almost weird because you have to wear a cup, right? You have to wear a cup when you're playing baseball, and the tights are really tight. So you have this thing happening in front, and I don't know. Maybe I don't know. When you're a young kid, it feels weird to have that kind of just there, just kind of, hey, hello, like you're a kid, and their cup is poofing it out, and it's uncomfortable. And maybe it's like a bra, maybe a bra that feels that same way. Maybe the ladies like just to have them natural, just kind of there, I don't know, but maybe that's how it feels for y'all. Like it's just out there, just boom, there it is. Here's my bra, and here's my breastises, there it is, and it's weird. It feels uncomfortable. I have to admit, as a kid, having a cup on with tight pants was weird. It was, just didn't sit well with me. But, so ladies, anybody, whatever. Anyways, going off, I wore 2 different shoes because I was late for bingo. Yes, bingo. Oh, bingo. I used to be a bingo caller. Did you know that? I used to be a bingo caller. B22, B18. And I had corny jokes. Maybe that was the start of my comedy career, was being a bingo caller. For the Milk River Indian days in Fort Belmont, Montana, I was a bingo caller for our Milk River Indian days powwow fundraiser when we were through bingos, And those are one of the last powwows, or one of the very few powwows that still fundraise and use money from the community's money, you know? So that's cool too. But I used to be a bingo caller. I got no shame in my game. I used to be a bingo caller. Be 18. You must be 18 to play bingo. You know, I had jokes like that and people would laugh. But the bingo, the old ladies would get mad. They would really get mad if I joked around too much. Or if I took too long to call the next number. Or if I messed up the game. You know, there's certain like freaking so many games in bingo. But they would get so mad at me because I'd mess up the game. Like, I don't know, even I-56 or whatever. Bingo, no. 056 or 060 or 072. And 072 wasn't part of the pattern that was on there. And they're like, it's not part of the pattern. I'm like, holy, hey, sorry, my bad. You know, like I was supposed to know from a first year bingo caller to know that 072 or 080 or whatever it was not part of the pattern. They get mad at me. Like, it's not part of the pattern. And they'd smoke their big old long freaking like 1,000 cigarette thing, you know. It would just be, and you just see this big glow, you know, just like, you know, and they're playing like freaking 10 cards, you know, at once, just boom. Anyways, they are. And if you could make a bingo crowd laugh, you're doing good. And I made them laugh. I made them kind of upset once in a while based on the game, but my jokes, they were funny. So, bingo callers are there for one thing. They want to win the money. They want to win the blackout. They want to buy their cards or whatever those things are. And they want to get to business. And they want to get over because they want to get home. They don't want to be waiting forever, you know. But yeah. I'm looking. There's also there's whose song called Men in Tights. You know, there's a Robin Hood Men in Tights as well. So I guess they wore tights back in the days, actually. The men did. Maybe we should start that back up again, men. Maybe we should make a collaborative effort to start wearing tights. Because we can do it, man. We can make them look good. And you're going to have like little bumps all over some of them because of the hair. Some of us guys have hairy legs. And you'd be like, ooh, look at that bump. It's not smooth, you know. Just, anyways, hey, all right, Indian Collective. They are sponsoring the Power Hour this week. The Power Hours this week. Right on. You received a grant. I put in for a grant too. I don't know if I got it or not. It was, I don't know. As a comedian or entrepreneur or self-employed person, you're trying to dip in to certain funds to help you get through this pause in your work. Because I can't just go and start building houses or I guess I could, or doing stuff, you know what I mean? My job is to speak in front of crowds, or to do live talks like this, live shows like this. So, you can't just, so you need help with the grants. You need help with different funding agencies to say, hey, would you do this for us? Or could you do this? And it's really cool because Native Wellness really helps out a lot. Just give me the opportunity to speak to everyone here all over the nation, the world. And, yeah, what was I going on? Oh, back to our stuff. So I'll kind of wind it down a little bit. I was going to play you a song. That's what I was going to do. Yeah, comedy, man. It's really cool. Like the laughter is healing stuff is really, really important. And I guess more or less, and if there's anything that I can tell people is to be able to laugh at yourself. Not criticize yourself too badly, but laugh at the things that you do, that you mess up with. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's a really big thing that our family does. And that's a lot of family have teasing clans, or a lot of tribes have teasing clans, or a lot of our family will tease. You know, they'll burn each other, or they'll try to get one up on you, or they'll make fun of you, but in a humorous way, not a mean way. But sometimes it comes off mean, especially if you're not around that family. It's just like that's what they always do. But teasing you is a big part, and people laughing around you saying, relax. Don't take life so serious. Don't take your mistakes so serious. Get off your soapbox, you know, kind of thing. They'll tease you to get off your soapbox. It's intrinsically, innately, I'm making up words, to within our tribes to bring down or bring up people onto a level that they're comfortable with so that they stay leveled, I guess you'd say. Like I always have, sometimes I'll have family members telling me, like, oh, that wasn't that funny, or hey, Kasey, you should do this, or, if I did something on stage, they'll make fun of it. They'll make fun of me making fun of something to make me understand that wool yourself down, Like I don't try to say that I'm this big comedian and I'm huge, or I'm not trying to say that any of that stuff. It's just not my way. I have a hard time trying to be big-headed. And my wife really gets mad at me like that because she's like, know your worth. Know how funny you are. Know how talented you are. And I myself downplay, and that could be kind of a criticism about me, is like I don't necessarily flamboyantly, is that another word I made up? Flamboyantly? There we go. Flamboyantly, not flamboyantly. Advertise myself. I try. Like if I have a nice picture, I'll put that up, but I'll only leave it up for a bit. If I have a nice video or something, I'll put it up, but hesitantly, not with confidence, because I know when I started the business of comedian and speaker is saying that I don't want to be that guy where I start, making a little bit of bucks, or I start getting a little bit of popularity. And I don't want to be that person that where they think that I think that I'm better than them, because I'm not. I know so many relatives and so many people all over the reservations and all over the country and in the country that are hilarious. And I know they would kill at stand-up, but they just can't get up on stage. And I know where I'm at. I don't think I'm the funniest dude in the world. I don't think I'm the funniest dude in Indian country. I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of jokes to write. I have even if I get to a point of where I was able to be invited to like a Tonight Show or something, I know I would still have to work at my craft and still be humble in what I do. But yet I'm still trying to figure out where I can have confidence in doing what I do to continue to provide laughter at an optimal level for my people, for the country, for the world, whoever's watching it. And when I say the world, I mean that because you got the internet readily available for you. You got the ready. So when people say I'm making this video for my cousin or my family or my country, if you're posting it on YouTube or posting it on Facebook, you're actually making the video for the world, the world to see. So when I say the world, I'm not saying I'm going to be this world dominant figure. I'm just saying this is the truth. When I post a video on Facebook or I post a video on YouTube or whatever, I'm providing comedy for the world. Now, whether they see it or not, I don't know. But if they do see it, then they realize, wow, the freaking world. Like before, you actually had to travel over the seas and you actually had to provide at different areas of the countries over there to make people laugh. So that's crazy. I just looked at my elbow. Look at how sharp that is. You know what that is? You know what this is? It's called old man's elbow. You ever get those elbows where, it starts kind of wrinkling when you're walking? I don't know if I got that yet. Oh, look. Oh, my God. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. You know how when I was young, I was never able to do this. Look at that. Oh, that looks gross. I'm getting old. Like when they walk, it's going to be just sagging like down this way, I'm just saying. That's the realness of it. Oh, someone said, I miss my bum. It's hard to stay in the chair without arms on it. I think man, another thing too is, don't be so sedentary in your life as you're sitting in this social isolation, this whole Rona COVID thing going on. Don't just sit there. Get up and move. Do some squats. You know what you can do? You can even like squeeze your butt cheeks as you're sitting. That will firm your butt up, believe it or not, like you're trying to hold in one. Like you're trying to hold in a fart. Like just squeeze. Like just, look, I'm squeezing right now. Look, watch. See? I'm squeezing. That's my butt cheeks lifting me up to the sky, to the sky, to the sky. I mean, that's me lifting. You can do that when you're sitting. That's an exercise. Like if I do it enough times, I think I might feel a burn like on my butt cheeks, like I'm doing it. This is me right now. I feel the burn. Oh. No, I'm not kidding. Everybody, you're sitting there right now. I know you're not standing watching this. Right now, squeeze your butt. I know you guys are. Squeeze your cheeks. This is an exercise. This is a Thosh Collins exercise right now. I'm telling you guys. I should film this and make it. Anyways, try that. It's not sick, Jordan. That's what happens. It's just, that's all. It'll go boom, like that. Look. Boom. Woo. That's my. But if you want to firm up, do it. There it is again. See? It doesn't take no effort. Like, I can do it while I'm talking. Look at that. Boom. Just try it out. Like, heck. But don't just sit there. We got about 5. We got like maybe 10 minutes-ish. And in the last 10 minutes, I'm going to see if there's any questions. And I'm going to play you guys a song here in a little bit. Feel the burn, LOA. Not Bernie Sanders. Jeez. I will never feel Bernie. I mean, not in terms of, you know what I mean. Okay. That could have went anywhere. I'm not going to go there. Okay. But yeah. I just totally got sidetracked from the burn. We got about 4 minutes left, and then I'll start taking any questions. I want to see if I've said anything. Cassandra, that is a very personal question, and I am not going to answer that. No. Hey, can anybody do that? I don't know if anybody can do that. Anyways, Cassandra, what am I? 41. I'm 41. 41 years old. Why'd you ask me that? Now I let the world know how old I am. Anyways, I'm 41. I'm happy. I'm 41. I don't feel 41. That's the cool thing is I don't feel 41. I exercise. I eat relatively healthy. I'd say 3/4 of the time I eat pretty healthy. You know, there's just times where you just splurge out on like Five Guys, Pizza Hut, chips. You know, when you eat chips, you just can't eat one. You're just not, oh, that's good enough. No, you gotta. Next, you know, you got like, this is a funny thing. When you're eating chips and you're just schooling it out, chip after chip after chip, then you get down to the bottom of the bag where there's crumbs and maybe one big chip, maybe just crumbs too. You fold it up so that you can feel better about yourself that you didn't eat a whole bag of chips. I know you do that. Not you, Cassandra, but anybody. You know, I do that. Like, I'm just schooling the chips out and I see that it's getting lower. And then I take one more and then I fold it up so that I feel better that I didn't eat a whole bag of chips. But, you know, all those crumbs combined could have been like 3 chips, you know. So I don't know. That's just something that popped into my head. I'm going back through here. I miss my bum. It's hard to stay. Oh, we already said that one. Funny videos online. Yeah, go check out my funny videos on YouTube, on Facebook. You got to have humor. You can't always be serious. You can't. I mean, there's times where you're serious. Like this is the thing about me. I really don't mean to be a certain way, but I think it's just in me to be the way that I am. Like, I'll say things that I don't mean to say. I'm not just an overtly person that goes out and tries to be funny. You know what I mean? Or tries to be showy or it's just who I am. I just kind of go out and I'm just like, hey guys, oh hey, what's going on? And I just say stuff or I act a certain way, but I don't intentionally do that. Like, I'm not like planning, like, okay, when I go into this crowd, I'm going to say this, or when I go to a family function or a ceremony, I'm going to say this. You know, I don't do that stuff. It's just I am who I am. And if you find it funny, cool. If you don't, hey, that's not my issue. But it's just something that I try to do is try to be myself. And I'm still working at that, okay? I really am. I'm still working at trying to be who I am, become who I am, and
Can I watch Kasey and Joe?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes. Cripes, my kid. This whole time for the last...
Turn it on.
I can't. Sorry, my kid was asking me a question. Watch it on the bigger TV. Sorry. What was I saying? Oh, okay. Who are your favorite comedians? Geez. Well, my favorite comedian, for real, this is on the real, yo. When I first got to see him was Richard Pryor. And I'll tell you something about Richard Pryor after my other comedians here. There was another guy named Tommy Davidson I used to watch back in the days. Dave Chappelle obviously was another favorite. Eddie Murphy. Those are like the big time comedians. I used to watch a lot of Howie Mandel. I don't know if you guys remember when he did stand-up comedian back in the days. Robin Williams was another of my favorite comedians that I used to watch. And you know, a lot of these comedians that you notice have a lot of energy. So Howie Mandel, except I'll tell you about Richard Pryor in a little bit. Howie Mandel, Tommy Davidson. I'm trying to think of the animated ones that I used to watch. Tommy Davidson, Howie Mandel. I totally forgot. I see him and I can't think of him. Oh my gosh. I totally had a mind blank. Why do people do that when you have a mind blank? You just, oh my God. Like, why do they, like, is that, like, your mouth is farting, your brain is farting? That's a brain fart? Is that a brain fart? I just had a freaking brain fart. Wow. You know, the dude on Good Will Hunting. Help me out, you guys. I just said his name. He passed away. What's his name? Help me. Oh my gosh. Somebody. Where did you do your favorite performances, gigs takes place? Okay, one was down in Farmington, New Mexico, in front of a Navajo crowd. They were hilarious. They just loved it. They just totally loved my sense of humor. Another one was in Oklahoma with me, Tanya Jo Hall, and Tatanka Means was another one. Yes, Robin Williams. Thank you. But anyways, I'll get back to this question. Another one was my very first one was Rocky Boy, Montana. That was a really good crowd. There's a couple Canadian crowds that are really, really good too. But the first three that are off the top of my head was Farmington, Oklahoma, and my very first comedy show was in Rocky Boy, Montana. So those three really, it was like those kind of type of comedy shows was where you said anything and they just laughed because the vibe was so strong. You know, the aura, the energy was so strong. You could say anything and they would just crack up laughing. And that was really cool. And it wasn't just me. It was all the comedians, you know. Especially that one in Oklahoma where me, Tanya Jo Hall, and Tatanka Means were doing a comedy show. So, yes, Robin Williams was another one. So Robin Williams, Howie Mandel, and Tommy Davidson. I used to watch a lot when I was younger. Now, at that time, I was just watching them. I didn't know. I wasn't aspiring to be a comedian that I knew of at that time. I was just wanting to watch them because that's funny. But I remember always watching them. And I always remember watching Def Comedy Jam as well when I was in Maryland, Silver Spring, Maryland. And I'd always watch Def Comedy Jam. And I got to see a lot of the great start then, but not knowing what comedy was or like not how to start it. I didn't have any understanding of that I was going to become a comedian. I wrote it down in a 10-year letter, but I didn't know when it was going to be or how I was going to do it. Back to Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor, the reason why I like him, and I've often thought of having a what would you call it, a character within my skit or within my comedy. Like Tanya Jo Hall, she has Auntie Beatrice. Ryan McMahon has Clarence Two Toes. There's different comedians that have different characters, and sometimes those native comedians they dress up as a comedy, as that character. For me, what I liked about Richard Pryor is he didn't necessarily dress up, or Howie Mandel didn't dress up as the character. They were so talented. Not saying those other ones are talented, but they were so talented in acting. They were able to bring you into their character. So all Richard Pryor did was sit down on a stool, ask the crowd, do you want Mudbone to come? I think it was Mudbone. Do you want Mudbone? And everybody, yeah, Mudbone, we're Mudbone. So he's like, all right. And so he'd do this character, and it'd be an older man, and he would do this character of Mudbone, and people, it was hilarious, you know. And so I often thought about doing a character in my stuff where I had like 10, 15 minutes where I would just stop, do the character, and then go back to my routine. But that's what I was going to say. And he's just so chill and he's just so chill, you know, like Richard Pryor was just chill. Like Dave Chappelle, just so chill. Like they were just so smart, and they talked about their experiences and the things they always thought about it, and they brought it back to life where they were able to make it funny. And I think with as myself, speaking for myself, as a native comedian, like I've told you guys in previous Laughter is Healing presentations, was that I bring some of my traumas into my comedy, where we often think, oh my God, that's traumatic, to where a lot of us Indian people, a lot of human beings think, you know what? It's actually funny because the way when we were getting spanked, how our faces looked. You know, no one has a freaking pretty cry face. No one's like, ah, oh, you know, it's like ugly. Like we all have ugly cry faces. It doesn't matter. Ah, you know, it's just ugly. But anyways, yeah, Richard Pryor was one of my favorite. Robin Williams. I'm trying to see what other ones here. Sorry, thanks. Oh yeah, I got 5 minutes here, then I'll play a song here. Cassandra. Is it Cassandra or Cassandra? Are you bougie or are you just chill, regular? Here, watching Pryor, he's vulgar. How old were you watching Richard Pryor? It doesn't matter. I went la 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 when he started becoming vulgar. No, it wasn't until I'm not sure exactly when. Oh my gosh. Hey you guys, okay, this is funny. I have to go really quick. My son needs help in the bathroom. Give me like 2 minutes. Or no, not even 2 minutes. Give me a minute or 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is when your kid calls, you got to be there. Okay, I'm back. But he thought he needed it. Anyways, oh my gosh. Let me see. I want to know because I wanted to know when my elbows will sag. Oh, okay. These are the things you just don't really think about. You just see, you're like, oh my god, now you know before I leave, everybody's gonna do their butt clinches. You know, I know that you guys are gonna be doing that. You guys probably already started doing them. I'm really good. I'm really, really happy. You guys probably didn't know this was gonna be a fitness hour as well. Also, you're gonna check your elbows on sagging. You know, impressionable. I'm very, very impressionable when you leave. These are the things you're gonna think about. Ugly cry faces and wearing your tights backwards. Can you? Especially with Indian people, a lot of Indian people who don't have bums, so you could pull it off. It'd be a little bit saggier in the front, but hey, I'm just saying. Thanks, Mark. You are awesome as well. Feel the burn. Okay, we're all good. We're all good there. Okay. Awesome, Father. Thank you. And he's not done yet. Like he said, Dad. I'm like, okay, can you, do the thing? And I'm like, okay. And I went there. He's like, never mind. I'm like, oh my God, sorry. Hey, Jakai. Hello, Jakai. Aloha. Aloha. Okay. Guess you have to tell an O joke. You have to be there. You have to. Okay. I'm gonna play a song. I gotta go here in 2 minutes. Okay, here's a song. I gotta go. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more laughter is healing stuff. I know you just heard me all this whole time just blabbing. We got up to some amount of good viewers, which is good. Spread the laughter, spread the healing. Continue to support Native Wellness Institute, support Native Wellness in general. Go help yourself, be good to yourself. I'm going to play this song. I'll let you guys go. I hope nothing but the best for you. I wish nothing but the best for you. Like our Grandpa Joe Big Sky would always say, be good to one another, help one another, and love one another, which is really, really key in today's society. There's people out there that will just look at you because you're different. They'll throw negative vibes at you just because you're different, and because you're Indian, because you're dark, because you're different, because you're just different. And there's people that just seriously just look at you and then they just throw negative vibes like, ooh, I hate you, They don't say it, but they look at you and they think it, and that's negative energy. And the way we combat negative energy is by laughter, by laughing it off, by teasing, by just taking a deep breath and laughing. So I'm going to leave you with this song. I'll let you guys go. I wish you guys nothing but the best, and you guys are cool. I think my kid is still pooping, but hopefully it doesn't interrupt me during my flute song. Okay. Happy birthday, Cassandra. You're welcome. I'm out. See you guys later. Watch the video. Pass it along. Share it with your friends. Love you guys. Peace.